In this video, we get to tour a cozy van build that has a brilliantly simple water system. Let's check it out.
Hi, my name is Jules. I've been on the road for 6 years now. I was in a van in the 90s as well. So this is my third van. I've had it almost 2 years in March. I bought it off Craigslist. I love the build in it. That's why I bought the van, is the build. I just love it. But then I did have to sink quite a bit of money in it for mechanics to get it up to my standards for solo female traveling. Mm-hmm. And I believe the young woman and her stepdad did the build 3.5, 4 years ago now.
Mm-hmm. And what is the van?
So the van is a 1999 GMC Express 1500. It was a handicap accessible van. So they had to take out the ramp and all this, and they put down a bamboo floor. You can't see it because I have it well protected under all my carpets, but there is a nice bamboo floor. So they insulated beautiful underneath, and they put that down. And I believe he was a tiny house builder, so it's paneled, but it's kind of the real thin paneling that kind of gets a little wonky when it gets wet, but so far so good. I love the light coloring in it because you know, it makes the van lighter and stuff. I mean, the ceiling, they didn't really wire in any lights in the ceiling, so I've put up fairy lights to have light, but they have wired in 2 different, you know, fluorescent light things above the sink area, and then in the back by the bed.
All right, so let's see it.
This is where I sit for my kitchen. I have a little sink. This is the just 5-gallon bucket. You pour water in it from 1-gallon jugs, and it's just gravity fed. You turn it on, out it goes, and then they just have a PVC pipe that just goes straight down to the ground. It's very simple. Don't have to deal with a gray water tank, nothing like that. This is my cook stove. It's StanSport, but I guess Coleman makes them now. And it just has the butane canisters that are much easier to find now. Lock it in, self-start, boom, there it is. Nice. You can totally adjust it. Love my little tea kettle. You know, toiletry stuff. I love little shelfy things. So, okay, this is just a Thetford porta potty, and it actually turns around and can go underneath and store in there and shut it out. But right now I have extra water and stuff in there. The stove goes here. These are just all the dishes that I most, you know, readily use. Do not have a refrigerator. I do have solar now, but it's not a very big deal and a lot of power, so I'm just so used to doing the cooler after 6 years. It's just part of my ritual to deal with, so that's that. In between the front seat, I have a Sterilite bin and lots of food in there. My extra water in the bottom. I have a cat, so cat food, litter box. I need to figure out a better thing than that. I had one here, but it was real cheap, and so it still gets hot up here though, and I used to have like supplements and what like, and I was afraid they were getting too hot, so I've kind of put stuff up there that doesn't matter if it's warm. There's storage above over the seats. I now have all my backpacking gear up there. And so everything is insulated in weird little spots, put in bags like insulation, and then has stuck them back in and behind. Tiny little spaces, and actually the cat can get in there and get over the tire hump. And then this is his bed.
Oh, I love it.
In the drawer, or it's for clothes. It's really, really nice and long.
Oh, that's great.
And there's 4 of them up and down. They're not really on track, so they're a little wonky, but they're not, you know, they're not too bad.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And the bed's a little high, so I kind of do have this little footstool to hop up there. Sure. And then the cat uses it to hop up as well.
Awesome.
Bed platform is big enough for a double. And she just had, I don't know, 4-6-inch foam. But I have a futon. I've been doing this a long enough time, so I have like several different layers. That thin one, then there's a futon, and then there's another nicer memory foam on top of it. And then I actually even have 2 body pillows.
Okay.
Yeah, because the futon's getting a little hard.
Yes,
the older
futons
age.
do, for
My
sure.
hips just kind of get a little. But so I sleep this way, and I'm 5'7" and just barely. My feet are like that up against the window, diagonal. I start that way, but I always end up curled on one side or the other. So it works. Cat sleeps in there with me. I have a fantastic, it's 3 speeds. I love, like that is one of the biggest luxuries, the exhaust. Pulling it, you just have windows open and it just, oh my God. And it keeps it also like nicer smelling and you know, cat or food smells or whatever kind of comes in and out.
Yeah.
And then more storage up over there.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, and artwork. I love being able to have paneling, and a lot of them are just kind of double sticky tape, but a couple of them are nailed, and just being able to have artwork and have color around me. I love color. So I bought it with the solar system. I don't know a whole lot about the solar system. It's just one single panel.
Fair enough.
I don't know, are they 160 or 100?
Or 100? I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be
And
either
then
one.
Solar charge controller. And the inverter. And so this extension cord goes up to the front and has an outlet so I can plug in stuff up there. My fairy lights and like charging toothbrush and phone and a fan. I have to have lots of fans in the summer. And then this is a power strip.
Surge protector.
Surge protector for just little things I might plug in. I used to watch a lot of DVDs on my laptop, so I had to plug in the laptop because the battery doesn't stay powered, but I now have unlimited data, so I watch a lot more Netflix. So the only thing actually that I have built in this van is this, and you can't see it, it's the back of it, but I need to have a bedside table, and then there's 2, like, you know, there's a piece of wood, so there's 2 shelves in here too. And now that I've built up the bed and the futon, so it's hard to get really into it, but at least I have the top. And this is handy, like, you know, it's...
Oh, a drink holder.
Yeah, it stays on there, and this is my little clock. And then this is also the latest thing that I did. It's a collapsible crate that I got at Bed Bath & Beyond. And then these are the things you put on your kitchen shelves to put cups and saucers, or if you don't have shelves. So I created shelves this way, put ties around them, and now I have shelves for clothes, and I can see the clothes instead of it being down and having to dig through.
Right.
So it's usually obviously the other way around, so I can get to it from my bed.
And so the example is this over here, right?
Yes. So this, this
That's
used
what
to
it
be
was.
And these are kind of thicker stuff that I just, and probably my thick coat is in there. But I made all my curtains. These are fun. They kind of look like flapper stuff. But I found, so the other curtains are flannel and...
Is it okay if we film you?
Sure.
We're from PBS NewsHour.
Awesome.
Oh wow,
Okay.
watch you guys all the time.
Just do what you're doing.
Oh, what are
Okay,
we
so
doing?
we're making a YouTube video, so so show us your battery real quick, 'cause we want to.
I cannot move it out. Like the way they built it, this was behind here and it was so hard to get out, so I have just recently moved it over. But it's just kind of, I guess, your run-of-the-mill deep cycle. I did buy it $200 or $300 battery. It's not gel. I probably should have maybe gotten a gel or an AGM, but so far so good. I don't know. I have amazing amount of storage. I love the storage. I have the drawers from the front, and then so there's this empty spot that a big purple Sterilite bin fits perfectly in, and then this whole skinny thing that goes up to the cabinet is just all storage all the way across. And if you don't have as much stuff on your bed, you can access that from the platform. Like they cut out and you can open it and access kind of over the wheel well that storage.
I want to thank Jules for sharing her great van with us. I wish her many more wonderful adventures on the road. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button below, subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And I want to thank you for your thoughtful comments and questions. Keep them coming and I'll do my best to respond. This is Joni with TheGalavan. Enjoy your journey.
Oh, there goes Mr. Buddy into the van.
Yeah, he's going to get his food. And then, let's see if he'll actually, because how he drinks water, he wants to drink water from drip, the faucet has to drip. And he just licks from the faucet. Kind of crazy.
Cat.
But yeah. This is the way the cat drinks.